how to warp a layer in Photoshop and create some interesting warps in Photoshop. Now, this is a standard layer. It doesn't have to be just gradients. It could be photos, it could be text, etc. Key thing is select the layer, then go to Layer and down to Smart Objects and Convert to Smart Object. So it's converted to a smart object, and then you can modify it later at any time. Go to Edit and then down to Transform and then Distort. You could use the other ones as well, but I'm going to go with Distort. And then you see you get this bounding box just around there, and you can then go up this one. Just go here and then just drag, and you can move that towards there, and it will reach a certain point and something bounce back. So I'm just going to go to about here, just move it like that, leave those ones in the corners and press return or click here. It takes a few seconds to process. Then what you can do, you can go to Edit and Transform and create a warp. So warp there, so it's exactly the same menu, and warp, and you can see what happens. Now the default is set by this, custom. I'm going to say default, just set it default, and this is probably what you'll see. However, what you can do, you can click custom, just click there. And when you do that, it will come up with custom grid size. And you can set it to 25 or 30 or 40 and set the rows to 1 and click OK. And then you'll get this design. Now, unfortunately, there's no way of storing this grid. It'd be really nice if there was a preset ability, but there isn't. So now what you can do, you can go over here and simply click this one. Click the second, not the first one, but second. Well, you can click the first one, of course, but alternate all the way along. Hold down the shift and click that one. Click that one. So you just miss one each time. Click there, all the way along. Do that. And once you've done that, go all the way to the far end. You don't have to. Of course, you could just select a couple of them if you want. Say the central part. But what you can do, you could still use this and distort with this. It creates a different type of warp. But you can also go to the bottom as well. Again, still holding down the shift key. And click that one. And again, you want that one there. So it's the second one. Then click there. And again, you can go all the way along. Now you could make a mistake and of course undo. But it's easy enough just to go along here. And I'm bound to make a mistake. But maybe not. Right. Yes, they've all matched all the way there. Now, once you've done that, what you can do, you can then drag. Simply just drag. And as you do that, you can see what happens. It will warp that design. You can create a lovely wave design. And you can warp it that direction, create some very abstract designs, or warp it that way and create, again, lots of different abstract designs can be created. It doesn't have to be a nice wavy design. But I think it's probably best to create a wavy design. So let's just go back to that state. So get there, just about there. And you can drag it downwards to obviously increase that. And then release. I'm going to go with that design, but you could create thousands of different warps just by dragging around, just moving at different angles to create different designs. Once you're happy with it, press return. And now you've warped it as well. Again, another warp added to that. You can always go back. So if you decide, you know what, I don't want to edit and transform and warp. And the thing is, there it is, back to that again. You don't have to, of course, but it does give you the option. And that's the great thing about smart objects. You can then use them and change them. So I'm just going to go with that one. And of course, it's a layer. You can manipulate the layer, do more with it. It's a smart object layer, of course. You can apply effects as well. So you've got this design. You can go to filter and you've got a variety of different options. You could go for wave for that or twirl. So twirl, and the twirl effect will twirl that design. And you can see you can create a variety of different designs simply by using twirl. This time you can see the result there of that twirl. Or maybe undo. Again, filter, go down to distort, and this time go for wave instead, or pinch, etc. So wave, and you can see the result of that. Change the number of generators, change the wavelength, and you will add additional ripples to that. Wrap around, randomize, you can click and you can see, click OK to create some very abstract, wonderful, weird, warped designs. Still a smart object, so you can still change it. Simply go over here and you can remove the wave if you don't want the wave, or just bring it back. And of course what you can do, you can duplicate them. So hold down the Alt Option key with that selected, that layer selected, and you can duplicate that. So you can create a variety of different abstract designs very quickly doing that. And you can see the design there. And of course, once you're finished with that, you can always go to layer and you can flatten the image. And if you want to, so let's flatten the image so it's all one layer again. I always like to click here, so unlock it. Again, you can always then go to layer and down to smart object, convert to smart object, edit, and again transform, distort, do exactly the same and create distortion. Press return again, you've got that design now. Simply go to edit and again transform and warp. That's why it would be nice if you could save the presets. Unfortunately you can't. So you can go for warp again and you've got there, at least brings back the last one used. But it would be nice if you could just save it over here, because you might obviously come to it later. You might start up the application again. And of course, it would be nice if you could just say, I want this one 25:1. And then again, select them all and warp that. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Any questions about the transforms, warps, etc., please let me know in the comments. Thank you much.